Hello everyone, this is Daphne Tep. Welcome to Danganronpa with Kyoko. So where we last left off, we were looking for Sayaka. Pretty sure I know where she is. I just gotta find her. And pull up the map. Sayaka, looking very concerned. Hey look, a paper! I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. No, she's very close to the middle. She was sitting on a chair, hands on her knees. Put your hands on your knees, staring absently on the floor. She's doing that hands on her knees dance move in the corner of the classroom. Wow, considering her own mortality, like you do. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry, or no. She didn't have any expression at all, except for like mortified or whatever's going on here. There's nothing on her face that you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka, are you okay? Do I look okay? Sayaka, calm down. She thrashed around and grabbed her by the shoulders. I understand. I know how you feel right now. When I think what might have happened to my family. But no, now more than ever, we have to stay calm. There is a shadow on the wall. Stay calm. Stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Photoshop, Premiere Pro, they're things. Incredibly expensive, but they're things. I knew I was trying to convince... I hit the button by accident. I kept repeating those words to myself. I can hit the transcript camera. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images, but... I know I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Be calm, Makoto. Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. Even if I have to use you as a battering ram. Wait, that's a bad idea. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me. She rammed herself into my chest. She was choosing to become the battering ram at this point.
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
The underground. I'm just saying what comes to mind, and what's coming to mind right now is the underground. Finally, she raised her face up from my chest. She looked at me with those big wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely. Yeah.
Makoto.
You're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Can do.
Makoto.
Thank you, Makoto. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your assistant.
Like you said, I'm your assistant, and I'm also psychic, and I can turn into a bird. That smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before. Dancing in the corner with this like expressionless emotion on her face. I don't know what she was feeling right then. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm gonna lay down for a bit. With a nod and a small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my room. It's hard to think after watching that deranged video. I needed some rest of my own. The room! What? I'm trying to sleep. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately up to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. Fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? Who's coming to knock on my door at this hour? Jeez.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Sayaka? Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. Let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then you can't really be punished. Why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better? We could have a sleepover! What? All it said in the school regulations that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? Didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is, a sleepover. Oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind, that we would have a sleepover. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms just for the night? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me, I guess. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then... Oh no, it's the ding-dong bing-bong. Oh man, it's already nighttime. Oh god, oh jeez. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Oh, that's right, we have to trade keys. Again?
like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh? Aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? I was never kidding. I look like a kidder to you. I am psychic. I am the bird. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it, no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Okay, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. I am not the bird. Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. Really doesn't look any different from mine. Smells nice though. Like it's a shit ton of air freshener. Can I just examine the bed? So I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed. A pleasant fragrance enveloped me. She goes to bed wearing perfume. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Feeling a little better than before I fell asleep. You thought you'd get sweet dreams in this game? Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left the Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really that set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
And said a bit too much caffeine. Ding dong ding bong. Good morning, fine young wildcats.
It is now get ready to greet.
Sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. Just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. Gotten! I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Good morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. Ones who showed up a little late. Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty, it took a little longer than usual. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. Finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone. My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
Oh, what? Is it so awful to be late? I didn't even oversleep, just so you know. Nope, I got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. What's going on? Did something happen? Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside me. That speck started to grow quickly, and the music grew greatly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out of the dining hall, spread my wings and fly. Now I am the bird. Where I headed first was my room, where I let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, oh shit, the room had been completely transformed. Not like in the Transformers way, this is a bad way. What the hell? I better check the bathroom. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. Ah! What I saw dug its way through my eyes and burned itself in my brain. And then, everything went black. And I woke up to find Chapter 1 to survive deadly life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. When I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. awake! Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up! Huh? You're unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
it's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Yeah, the dead body. Grah! Hey, are you okay? Do I look okay? A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running like a bottle rocket. I just shot up in the air, spread my wings, flew out of the gym. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka's...
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. You found the body, man.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monica-kuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay.
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka. Actually, no. I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear ×1 rule.
But,
Then who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The killer is among us. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody had a reply for that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with the combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? Why would someone do that to someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold
Hey, hold on. Don't assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. Also, I just don't like the sound of your voice.
Now then.
Are you ready? Let me explain the second part of the rule regarding gradulation. Just like I explained, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part of the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found by any of the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, the class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll
My
have
voice
to
is
present
hurting
your
my
arguments
throat.
about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct,
He's supposed to be that
only the
blown
one
up.
that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment, which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
What exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution? Oh, we've already gone over this enough with the screaming. And by execution, you mean, yes, death.
Execution is execution. Execution. Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, yes, we're gonna kill you! So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? Huh? Yeah, I mean, I already knew that. Why are you telling this to me? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy. What? Punishment? I don't know, throw him in a deep dark scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up.
Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be part of this.
I don't believe it.
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it.
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. My style is stick it out and resist till the very end. But if you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us. Although it was more of a waddle with his legs. But then... Ah! Yume!
Are you enjoying yourself now? Are you?
This is kind of kinky, actually.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation.
Your boots are very nice, my queen.
I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gungnir.
Wow, bitch really came out with the Norse. Yeah, even stabbed. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way.
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way! Holy shit, I actually did it.
Well now.
I am painfully unaware of the great power and meaning of a promise. But she was plot fodder.
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you just obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It wasn't the first time I've ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, and also kind of a bitch, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. Simple terms. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? The prison of hell! No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time! Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the black, and... This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it the
Monokuma file!
That. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts in this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? 2 words. Security cameras.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot.
Seriously, you don't have a choice. Do it or die. Okay, so we're all made up for a class trial in a little while.
And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Left us stunned and confused. Left us at a total loss. Left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. There's more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. That if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It's the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she did not even show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now it's no time to wallow in your depression and despair, you piece of crap. Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Whether you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will be assimilated. This is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing, so quit your fighting. Because if we don't, we're all gonna die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. Terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this! Next week! Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna get some water because sheesh! And you're gonna hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for some more in Danganronpa.